welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa. Channel here is Melissa_Dunn86. First, I guess I will address I did cut my hair. So if you've seen any of my videos, I had pretty long hair. Um, but I was just tired of sort of like hiding behind my hair. I just wanted to change things up a bit. So and now we've got this short curly look. I'm on about like either second or third day here, so it's not looking its best, but I really love it. It's so easy to detangle now, so easy to get product through it. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. Today I'm doing a full face of Maybelline products. So that's how I achieved this look today. If you want to see how that went, it was a journey. I was scared at first. I didn't think I was going to be able to pull it together, but I'm really happy with how things turned out. So stay tuned and you'll see what products I used to achieve this look. Before I begin, I'm just going to clip this hair out of my face. So I always like to start my makeup with my eyebrows first. I am going to be going in with the Express Brow. I have the shade Medium Brown. And I've owned this before. I just bought a new one because I ran out. But this is probably one of the best. I mean, there are a lot of good eyebrow pencils now at the drugstore. But this is one of my favorite ones because it's so thin. Oh, give me a minute. I need to open this. Right, so it's just like your standard mechanical brow pencil. Has a spoolie on one end. Go ahead and brush up my brows and lightly fill them in. I like to start with my brows first. Just, I don't know. I think it helps me with completing the rest of my face. So I really enjoyed this pencil because it's got a good amount of pigment, glides easily through the brows. This color is a great color match for my natural brow hairs. And then I'll go ahead and brush the product through. I'm next going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer just to clean up the brows and also prime my lids because I don't think they make an eye primer. If they do, I completely missed that. But by adding some concealer to the lids, it'll give the eyeshadows a nice base to lay down on, because unfortunately drugstore eyeshadows are just not the best. So I want to give them the best opportunity I can. For eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with the City Mini palette. This one is Chill Brunch Neutrals. So I'm this close to purchasing the new Natasha Denona. I need a new palette. Tell me if this doesn't have like similar vibes though. Obviously, it's not exactly the same. It's got way less. But I think I can get similar looks. So maybe this will persuade me not to purchase it. But I'm going to first go in with this cream shade and just place that all over the lid. Set down that concealer. And I have to say, Maybelline makes one of, well, these City Mini ones. I haven't tried their block ones yet. Let me know if you have. I kind of copied like Kosas style, or not Kosas. Kaja Beauty's style of eyeshadow where it's like three to four blocks on top of each other. I haven't tried those, but these City Mini palettes, I feel like they are very underrated. I mean, they're not the best formula you're ever going to find, but for the drugstore, I think they do a very decent job. They are extremely powdery though, so that's why I go in first with eyeshadow before doing my base. Now I'm gonna take the more muted sort of mauve purple and put that in the crease. It's very light. Let's see if we can build upon that. The only thing I'd say if you want more mattes, this one only has two really. This deeper shade's got a little bit of a sheen. It doesn't bother me putting shimmery shades in my crease, but I know not everybody likes that sort of look. So this shade doesn't have much pigmentation, but I'm gonna try to keep building it up a bit more. It might be one of those you just have to pack on and not blend at all. So that shade lacks pigmentation severely. So I'm going to go ahead and take the deeper shade in the palette and just to darken up the outer corner. So for these shadows, I would definitely recommend try keeping your base wet, so I probably shouldn't have set it down with the cream shade. And pack on the shadow. Try not to blend too much, because it is sort of blending away into nothing. It's disappointing because I have tried other variations of these palettes and they work well with this one. It's my first time using this one. It's not, I take back what I said. It is not going to take away my urge for Natasha Denona. I need it to, because I know hers would not perform this way. I'm gonna go back in with the dusty light purple shade and just blend out the edges of the shade. I now want to take this more like silver pewtery shade all over the lid. And I'm going to wet it because right now these eyeshadows are very disappointing. That doesn't even do anything. It just crumbled all over my face. Let me try with my finger. Wow, I'm really disappointed. Normally Maybelline products I really like, but this eyeshadow palette I do not recommend. It's terrible. It's okay though, we'll put some lashes on and you won't be able to tell. I'm gonna try to go in with this one. See if that's got any more potency. this shade is labeled as a liner, so I'm gonna try to mix it with some micellar water to see if it does anything. Maybe a liner will save this terrible look. Scared. Oh, I think it actually is getting some pigment now. Oh yeah. So wet with micellar water, that actually gave it some life. Alright, I'm done with the eyes. I think, sadly, this is as good as it's gonna get. For primer, this is a throwback. The baby skin. I remember when this came out, I bought it because this was supposed to be a dupe for the Smashbox photo focus, and I couldn't afford Smashbox, so I got Maybelline. And I just remember it being like, I don't particularly love these sort of primers, like very silicone-y, slippery. I'm just gonna put that towards like the center of my face. It does do a good job of like really blurring out the skin though, and sort of mattifying those areas. So if you are into silicone primers, you may like this one. It's just not my personal preference. I'm next gonna go in with the Perfector. What's that? Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. It's supposed to be like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know if it's a dupe, but it's a pretty good product. You'll get like similar results with it. I've tried other ones that claim to be dupes and aren't really dupes. This one I think is pretty good. I'm gonna just add that as like a glowy primer for underneath the foundation. And it does have like a bit of pigment. So if you were one of those people who like super light coverage products or very dewy but my skin but better sort of thing, this is a really nice product to check out, and it is a fraction of the cost of the Charlotte Tilbury one. So it does leave like a super pretty glow on the skin. For foundation, I actually have two from Maybelline. This is the newer one I have from them, the Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tints. And I also have the Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. This one is a really good foundation if you want something more matte. It's got about medium coverage, I'd say. Still playing around with this one. This one I'd say has more like light to medium coverage. Very thin consistency. I'm actually going to be mixing them today because why not? I have them both in the shade 118, which is a little bit deep for me. I am almost as white as that sheet behind me, but it's fine. We'll make it work. And even though they're both 118, they do have different undertones. So this is the Fit Me, and this is the Superstay. So this one has more of a yellowish base to it, whereas this one looks a bit more peachy. I am just going to mix them, and we will see what happens. That Fit Me one It's probably still one of the most affordable foundations you can find at the drugstore. It has a pretty decent shade range. So if you were like getting into makeup or you don't really like foundation but would like to have one for certain occasions but don't want to spend a lot of money, the Fit Me one I would definitely recommend. Again, I'm still trying to form my opinion on the Super Stay one. I've worn it about 3 times now. I think upon application I really like it, but as day goes on, I feel like it can get a bit cakey on the skin. And I just don't expect that from a skin tint. So them mixed together is giving my skin like this really natural sort of finish. It's definitely not full coverage. Like all my acne is still poking through. But I like what it's doing on my skin right now. I like this sort of like natural dewy finish. So I'm just adding a bit more product where I have a lot of acne. I think it's doing a decent job. This, I don't expect anything to cover because it is a pimple I had no business popping. And now it looks like that. So nothing is really going to cover that. But these are fairly concealed well. And it's not like cakey or crusty looking, which is always a plus. For concealer, I have two. I have the Instant Age Rewind. This one is in the shade Brightener, so it's got more of a pinky undertone to really like brighten and conceal under the eyes. And I have the Fit Me concealer in the shade 05. So I'm gonna first go in with the Age Rewind. I love this concealer just like everyone else. The only thing I don't like is the packaging. Like super messy. Um, yeah. I'm gonna place that under the eyes. Just starting to blend that out. I really want this look to come out well. I didn't expect the eyeshadows to betray me like that. Like I thought if anything they were gonna be like very glitter topper sort of shades. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. I really enjoy the Age Rewind because it's pretty thin but provides good coverage. And since it was released, they have expanded the shade range, which took them long enough. But it is a very nice concealer. I also really like the Fit Me concealer. Go ahead and add a little under the eyes, because why not? Try to cover up acne. I think where Maybelline really stands out is in their base products. And their lipsticks. They make really good lipsticks. The eyeshadows, however, can use some more. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with the brush. So far, the base is looking super beautiful. Not cakey, not even around my nose, which is a trouble area. Again, my acne is peeking through, but not many foundations can cover it up. I'm now going to go ahead and set, primarily in the center of my face, with the Fit Me Loose Powder. If you like loose powders, I would definitely recommend this one. It is probably one of the best ones at the drugstore. I just like to like pat everything out. Cause if you set your under eyes and they're perhaps creased, you're setting the creases. And this is pretty, the shade I have is pretty fair, so that's why I'm only gonna focus it on the center of my face. Just to brighten things up a bit. I do just like a very light baking. I don't leave it on for long. Like whatever's left over, just like brush and blend it into the rest of the face. To add some shape and dimension back to my face, I'm gonna go in with the City bronzer. I have mine in the shade 100. This is a really good bronzer at the drugstore, especially the shade if you are fair neutral. The undertone is really nice, not too orange. Another reason I like the powder is because it's got a little bit of pigment. So look, I like drag my bronzer down too much. I'm gonna go ahead and just clean that up. So let it just sit for a minute. And just blend it away. See how that cleaned that right up? Another area I saw that Maybelline didn't have too many offerings is blush. I was able to find this Fit Me blush. I got it in the shade. What's the shade? Pink. Let me try to open this. So, some matte, like neutral, like pink. At first it wasn't picking out, but sometimes you just gotta strong hand it a little bit. Break that top layer of powder. So far everything is looking good except for the eyeshadow. I'm next gonna go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. Another thing I hate about the drugstore makeup, the packaging always breaks on me. This is in the shade 250. If you've never tried Maybelline highlighters, I remember when like Nikki tutorials kind of made them go viral, but for good reason. They are very beautiful. You see that? So if you see these in store, like definitely pick up a shade that you like. Very reminiscent to like the Rare Beauty one now that I look at it. I'm actually gonna add some of this on the inner corner just to see if we can brighten up this eye look. And I'm still into highlighter on the nose. Are you guys still doing that? Is that not cool anymore? Like, I learned how to do my makeup in 2016, so a lot of that has stuck with me. Unless I'm doing like super simple makeup. So I'm gonna go in with that same highlighter to brighten up this eye look that got like way too dark and grungy way too fast. Another thing Maybelline does very well are lip products. I have three here. I should have worn a different top. It's like clashing. But I may go in with the vinyl and maybe this is already supposed to be glossy, but top it with more gloss. So this is the Super Stay Vinyl Ink in the shade Koi. These you really want to shake up. All right. And you're not, when you're applying it, you're not going to like mush your lips together. You know how normally with a lipstick to disperse product, distribute product, you would like mush your lips together. You're not going to do this with this because this is a bit sticky. I almost did it after I just said don't do it. This essentially is supposed to be like a liquid lipstick with some shine. Again, it's pretty sticky, so like let it completely dry before you start like wanting to rub your lips together. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of the gloss though, because I want it to be like super glossy. And this is the, what is this? Lifter Gloss in the shade Ice. Ice. I used to own like every one of these because they were supposed to be dupes for the Fenty. They are not dupes for Fenty. They're good lip gloss, but they're not dupes for Fenty. Once I've done my foundation and stuff, even though I started with my eyebrows, I always like to retouch them because when you apply foundation, sometimes it takes away product. So I just went ahead and elongated the tail a little bit. And I'm going to run some brow gel through them. This is the Express Brow and Clear. Really good brow gel from the drugstore. Doesn't make them like super hard, which I know a lot of people like. I prefer my brow gels to really have my eyebrows stay in place, so I like when they get hard. But this is a good one for like every day. It's got like flexible hold, it's clear, it's affordable. All right, now I'm gonna go into lashes. Let me go ahead and curl my lashes first. So I just curled my lashes, and this product I adore. This is the tinted primer from Maybelline Sky High. So what it is, it's a lash primer, but it's tinted in black. So when I'm doing like very no makeup, I love this product. I feel like it does a good job just defining the lashes that I do have. And add a bit of that. With the primer, this is without. Again, it's not gonna do like miracles, but I like it for those days where I don't want to wear a bunch of makeup. I think this tints the lashes in a way that it doesn't look like too exaggerated. I'm then gonna follow up with the Falsies Surreal in Waterproof. I think this is a pretty good mascara. I typically do not like to spend a lot of money on mascara because my lashes are pretty straight and short, so I am a false lash wearer. But I think this combination is really good for the lashes, especially if you already have like super nice luscious lashes. This would work beautifully for you. So that is with the mascara and primer, and that is just curled. I went ahead and added some lashes because I think this look needed it. I am surprised everything came together. I was really scared in the beginning. So let me go through the products and let you know what I'd recommend and what I wouldn't recommend. This, if you couldn't tell already, absolutely not. I was able to make it work, but eyeshadow shouldn't be that hard. So that is a no thank you. Instant age rewind. If you like medium, light to medium coverage concealer, I think you would enjoy this. Again, the only thing I don't really care for is that spongy applicator, but that's just a personal preference thing. The foundations, I think mixing them was a genius idea. I really enjoy how it looks on the skin. Gives me about like medium coverage, but looks very like skin like, so not too matte, not too dewy. Really like that. The baby skin is not as bad as I remember it being. I feel like this would be a good product. Say you have like oily skin and you don't want to put on any makeup, but you kind of want something to like sort of blur and mattify your skin. This might be a good product to try that with. The eyebrow pencil, really enjoy. The Fit Me concealer, also very good concealer. You'll get about, again, light to medium. You're not going to get full coverage out of these concealers. The Master Chrome, if you like a very blinding sort of highlighter, these are super beautiful. The vinyl lips, I like them. They are just not the most comfortable thing to wear. Like, I wouldn't recommend you wearing this if you're like going out to dinner, because it does stay a bit tacky even when it does sort of dry down. The lifter glosses, really nice glosses. Again, not, in my opinion, they're not a dupe for the Fenty ones, but they're a gloss and they do the job. They're not sticky. They last really well on the lips. The Fit Me loose setting powder, really good setting powder. Come in a variety of shades, and it does have some like pigmentation to it. Just be mindful of that when you do pick one up. The City bronzer, if you again are about my complexion and you find bronzers to be a bit too orange, I would say check this one out. It's got more of like a neutrally undertone, which pairs well on my skin tone. The Fit Me blush, it's okay, not that impressive. Honestly, if I'm gonna pick up a blush from the drugstore, I'd probably say go more so for like Milani or Wet n Wild. This is just okay, and the fact I had to like really dig in there to get any sort of pigmentation. And then lastly, I believe are the eye products. The mascara is fine. If you want to pick up this product, I highly recommend it. Again, it's one of those products like it'll just tint the lashes. Yes, it's a primer as well, but I prefer to wear it like on its own. So if you're just looking for a product to tint the lashes and give them a little bit of definition, this is one of my favorite lash products. I like other products. This, if you have always wanted to try like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter or the Org Glow Lust, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, and I know the e.l.f. one is like always sold out, I think you would really enjoy this. It's dewy, but not like metallic looking. It still has that weird sponge applicator, but it doesn't bother me as much on this one. And yeah, those are all the products I used today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will try to list all the products I used today down below. If there's an asterisk, I'd make a small commission off of that. If you shop from that, I'd appreciate it. And if that makes you uncomfortable, you can just shop directly from the retailer. Not a big deal. Hope you like this sort of video. I want to do more brand specific videos, but I'm also trying not to shop a lot. So if I have it, I have it. If I don't, then it'll have to hold off. But yeah, I'm happy how the look turned out. Like I said, I was very scared in the beginning, but like I wouldn't be mad if I went outside looking like this, you know? Anyways, thank you all for your time, tuning in, supporting. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Take care.